All right, another skill we need to be able to do is find the numbers that round to whatever. I could put any number here, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. But you want to be able to find all of the numbers that round to that number, whether they're rounding up or whether they're rounding down. So let's take 70 for an example. I want you to give me a number that rounds to 70. The first thing I need to do is I think about putting 70 on a number line. And I think, okay, what comes before 70? Multiple of 10. 60. What's the multiple of 10 that comes after 70? 80. So I draw my number line. I want to find all of the numbers that round to 70. So my next step is to find the midpoints. So I said, okay, 70, then there's 65 and 75. Well, these are the numbers that round up to 70. We know that a number that's on the midline is going to go up to the biggest number. It's going to round up. So we know 65 would round up to 70, but so would 66, 67, 68, 69. Because these numbers are closest to 70. It's easier for them to round up to 70 instead of going all the way back to 60. So if I said, what is a number that rounds up to 70? If you told me 67, you would be correct. If I said, give me a number that rounds to 70, and you said, oh, 69, you would be correct. Because all of those numbers round up. But you have to remember that numbers can also round down. So now this time I'm looking at my midline over here, my midpoint, 75. Well, we know that numbers, if they're right on the midpoint, they like to go up. So 75 does not round to 70. That's why there's no arrow here. But what numbers would go down? Well, 74 would go down to 70 because it's closest to 70. It doesn't want to go all the way up to 80. It's closer to go to 70. The same with 73, 72, and 71. So if I said, give me a number that rounds to 70, and you said 71, you would be right. If I said, give me a number that rounds to 70, and you said 74, you would be right. If I said, give me a number that rounds to 70, and you said 75, you would be wrong, because 75 would round to 80. All right? So when I say, give me a number that rounds to, what you end up with is you have lots of right answers. If I say, give me a number that rounds to 70, any of these numbers would be correct. All of these numbers round up to 70. All of these numbers round down to 70. So each one of these numbers would be a correct answer. So let's try one together. Try 40. You can pause the video and try it on your own. See if we come up with the same answer. Oops, blank page. So I put 40 right on my number line, and I said, okay, 30 and 50. That's what it's going to go between. Now my midpoints are 35 and 45. So my first step is I'm going to find all the numbers that round up to 40. Well, I know that midpoint numbers, they always go up to that next biggest multiple of 10. So 35 would round to 40, but so would 36, 37, 38, and 39. Each one of these numbers rounds up to 40. But that's not all. Oh no, that's not all. We also have the numbers that would round down to 40. 45? Nope. We know that if it's on a 5, if it's on the midpoint, it's going to go up. So 45 would round up to 50. But one smaller would be 44. And that is much easier to go back, rounding down to 40. So 44 would round to 40. 43 would round to 40. 42. 41. They're really close to 40. So we would round down. So what do I end up having? I have this fun looking number line here. Looks like a bridge, but it's really just showing you all of the numbers that round up to 40, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. And it's showing you all the numbers that round down to 40, starting with 44, 43, 42, 41. All of those numbers round down to 40. So again, you end up with a lot of correct answers. If I said, give me a number that rounds to 40, and you said 41, you would be right. If I said, give me a number that rounds to 40, and you said 35, you would be correct. If I said, give me a number that rounds to 40, and you said 38, you would be right. If I say, give me a number that rounds to 40, and you say 45, nope, you're going to be wrong, because 45 is going to go up to 50. So you have to find out what numbers are going to go down and what numbers are going to go up.